So I'm just going to sieve some of this old compost. It's really dry. But we're going to mix it in with some fresher compost, as this is just dry. There. This is just normal multi-purpose compost, and I think we got this from Tesco's, and we won't be buying it again. But I will be mixing it with some fresher compost that can just go in the beds. So what we're using today is just B&Q multi-purpose, and we're just going to give it a sieve. We're just going to get rid of some of the big bits, and we'll make a nice fine substance for our seeds. And we're just using an old crate, and it does just as good job. And there are black crates that slightly smaller holes, so you can even that's going on the garden. So this is our compost mix, and it's a bit dry, so we're mixing it all in. And it's got a bit of sand from the previous mix I made. I'm not too bothered about that, but it's getting nice and damp, just right for our seed mix. So I've just put my case down, and we're going to have a look at the tomatoes that we're going to grow. And as we said in the March sowing guide, we're going to do money maker. And this is great for indoors and outdoors, so some of these can be done outdoors. We're also going to do Crimson Crush, and this is F1 100% blight resistant. So March to April, harvest July and October. We want to do some cherries, so we're going to do some red cherry and cherry 4s. So that's 2 that we'll be doing. And also, last year we grew some buffalo horn, and if you see my past videos, you might have seen a quick glimpse of the buffalo horn, and I saved the seeds, but I never actually grew them on, never saved them, they got spoiled. But in my pocket I got sent a letter from Tom Hartley, and he sent me this envelope, and it's has some buffalo horn seeds in. So thank you very much for the seeds, and I'm just going to open it and see what we got inside. So these need a long time growing, so there we go. And these, a nice note saying enjoy, Tom Hartley. So thank you very much, and I appreciate this. And this is the buffalo horn tomato seeds, full white, celery, self-blanching. So I'm not sure, upright plants, bitter free, even if not earthed up. Oh, he's just wrote tomato buffalo horn on this label, and these are the seeds. I was going to say that's not right. Here are the seeds. So that's one thing we'll be doing back, is our buffalo horn. But last year, when we could go to the seed swaps, we went to the seed swap in Southampton, and we got a few seeds, and some of these are from Heritage, and this one is Jersey Sunrise, approximately 8 seeds, and this one is Hermosa with a question mark. This is from the Heritage Seed Library, from the Southampton Seed Swap. So I think I must have a go at those too. And 2018 Burner Rose, not sure whether that will work. And we've also got a mixed tomato, which seems really interesting if it shows from the pictures. So I'm going to go some of those too. In my previous years we've done Alicante and Gardener's Delight, and they've been really good, but I don't know whether I'll regret it, and I probably will re-sow some. I've had good results from Alicante and Gardener's Delight, but I always do far too many tomatoes. So we're going to go and have a go on some of these. So this is the selection that we're going to do, and I'm going to put these back for the moment, and we're going to have a go at some of these. I'm not sure if I'm going to do them all in this tray, but I do need to get them sorted out in a while. So the tray that we're using is the Charles Dowding CD60, and this is the tray, and we've got a video of the review of these trays, and they'd be quite good for the tomatoes just to get them going. And just going to fill the tray full of the compost, just like so. Slightly foaming them down. There we go. And then we're going to do what we're going to do. How many we're going to do? So we do Moneymaker, we do 2 rows. So I'm going to do just going to do 2 rows Moneymaker using our trusty dibber, a pen. We're going to put 1 seed per cell, and then they can be potted on when they've grown. These are going to sit in the polytunnel. They're going to grow from here. We're not doing tomatoes in lights and heat, as we're going to grow them on from the tunnel. It gets quite warm in here, so we'll grow them on from here. So let's have a look at the seeds. So this is sowed by 2022, and we get 25 seeds. And I'm sure these are the seeds that come with the magazines, Grow Your Own. So let's have a look at the seeds. This is Moneymaker, and this is great for outdoors and indoors. If we look at the seeds, they're quite small, but not too small. And we're just going to get 1 seed in each hole. Start this end. One in each. We're going to do 2 rows Moneymaker. We'll save some seeds in case we need some more. So that's the Moneymaker, first row. Second row is going to be Crimson Crush, and in this packet we get 10 seeds. So these are £3.20 for 10 seeds, so they're quite expensive because they're an F1. But we're going to grow some of these Crimson Crushes outside in the cages that we built. So these, let's Looks very much the same, and we're just going to plant these in these next 2 rows. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We actually got 12 seeds. So it is worth just having a look inside the packet, just in case there's any more hiding, because they do tend to stick sometimes along the edge. But there isn't. So that's all we got. So the second row is Crimson Crush. And then we're going to do our Cherry 4s. We've obviously grown this one before, because we've got an empty packet. We got 3 seeds. Did I learn from my mistake before? So I'm not going to do Cherry 4s. We're going to revise that, and we'll look at something else. We'll do red cherry that we've also opened. So the good thing is to check your seeds when you've got them in your boxes. We have a few more seeds of these. And these are a lot smaller, but I'm going to put these in the next 2 rows. These are actually going in more than one in a hole, but it doesn't matter. We're doing our best. So that's the next 2 rows. So we do need to label them. As we're already forgetting. We've only just done it. So I am going to do the labels. So 2 rows of Moneymaker, 2 rows of Crimson, and then 2 rows of Cherry, and I'll find some more labels. So the next one we're going to do is Tomato Jersey Sunrise, and this is an intermediate cordon heritage variety, can be grown indoors and out. Don't let the fruits become too ripe before picking, as they seem to split easily. So that's what we got. So this is Jersey Sunrise. So I'm getting my pen already now. So Jersey Sunrise is going in that way. So let's have a look at the seeds in here. We've not looked at the seeds in these packets. We can't get into them that easy. So let's have a look. I assume they're loose. One. Good idea to open that beforehand. So this will go. We've got approximately 8 seeds, so 1 dropped. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 seeds there, unless we've got any stuck inside. There's 1. So there's 7 seeds. So I'm just going to stick that in there. So we've got 2 together. So I'm going to keep the little note, Jersey Sunrise, and put that in my box. So the next one we're going to do is the buffalo horn. And this is the one sent to me from the Facebook, so please join my Facebook group and that would be great. I'll try and add a link for the pictures of my buffalo horn because I was really pleased with those. I'm not going to do all of these, I'm going to save some. These are slightly bigger, a bigger seed. I'm going to put those in. 1, 2, 3, that one, 4. So we're going to do 5 of those. We're going to save these. We'll try them again. Maybe try some at home. Just keep them indoors a bit longer. So that's the buffalo horn. And label buffalo. So that's looking good. So we've got our start of our tomatoes, and I'm just going to have a look at these. This is mixed tomatoes, and they've been opened, and just from the picture they're just mixed, so I'm not quite sure what that's about, but I'm just going to put a line of those in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the mixed ones. I don't know quite what they're about, but I still need some labels for those. So that's the last one, and I think I need to find a purple, a blue or purple tomato. We've got some, but I do know what I've got in my pocket. And I don't know if you're like me, but I'm constantly walking around picking up seeds from places, and I've just got a pocket full of seeds, and I carry them around with me all the time along with receipts. But one kind of tomato that I want to grow is tomatillo, and this was with one of the magazines, and I'm really keen to give this a go, and I want to grow this for a challenge, but I'm not going to reveal the challenge just yet, but I am going to sow a line of these in my tomato seeds, and this is good for salsas and such like. I've never used it, and I don't really know much about it, but I do find it really interesting by the picture, looking at what they are, and I find that so interesting. So I'm actually going to do a line of these, and we get 10 seeds in here, and I'm going to do hopefully 5, and if they don't work then we've got another go. So let me stick these 5 seeds in my tray. Whoa, these are very small. I don't even know if you can see them. 10 seeds? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. These are the tomatillo seeds, and they're really orange and quite small, smaller than a normal tomato, but they're going to go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these came with a magazine, and they say seed pool 10. And if I was to purchase these and only got 5, aha, there's another 3. So you've got to look in the corners. So now I've got 2 left. and there might even be, so there was 8. So I was going to save some, but I'm not. I'm just going to stick them in and be done. I do need to find 2 more labels, so let's go and find some labels. So the last one is mixed, and the very last one was tomatillo, and we'll reveal where I'm going to use those later on. So now we've got all our tomatoes in our trays, and I'm just going to give it a bit of a spray. I did see Nigel from Muddy Boots give us a spray. And it just dampens the seeds before the compost goes on top. So then we're just going to cover it up with a bit more compost over the top, and then that's done. So these are just going to sit into the polytunnel, and they're going to grow from here. It's still quite warm in the tunnel. The temperature still can drop, so if they drop too much, then we can always cover them up with a piece of fleece. So that's all our tomatoes sowed. Well, not all of them. I do tend to go over the top with tomatoes, especially in the polytunnel. But we are trying a few more different ways to grow them in the cage, outdoors. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. So there we go. That's our tomatoes grown. Good job. So I'm just giving them a final spray over the top. And these do need a bit of heat. And if you've got lights and heat, then they do prefer it. But not everybody has lights and heat. Not everybody wants to spend money on lights and heat. So these are just going to go into the polytunnel, into the tray, and they're going to grow from there. But this is the beetroot that we've grown in the cell trays, and it's coming out nicely. So really pleased with these. We put 2 in each cell. It looks like half of them have produced, so we're looking good. So thank you for watching, and if you're new to my channel, then please subscribe, ring that bell, get notifications when I post some more videos, and let me know what you're going. Some of the comments that people write are really interesting, and they're good sources of information, and I will share some of the comments that the videos produce, and it's a good way of communicating, and certainly give some information that I've picked up from the comments. So thank you very much. Please leave me a comment, leave me a like, and all that kind of stuff would be great. So lovely. Thank you very much. Cheers.